My name is Matthew Hall, once again bringing you all the action from the round robin and the playoffs over the weekend. Beside me in the commentary booth, as always, is Tori Zemelink and Rob Faulds. And as we take a look at our standings here, top 8 will move on to the quarterfinals on Monday. That red line, that is where you need to stay above. So we have McDonald, Tremblay, and Nichols, and McDougall currently undefeated. Some of those teams with 1 losses are doing their best to avoid dropping to a second. Once you have that second loss, you're going to need help to stay above that red line. And let's meet the teams of today's matchup. First, out of the Grande Mère Curling Club, the lead is Etienne Elias. Second, Thomas Lauzon. The vice is Mathis Arsenault. And the skip is Raphael Tremblay, coach Yves Tremblay. Their opponents curling out of the Laval-sur-le-Lac lead Léo-Pierre Desjardins. The second in the vice is Justin L'Esperance. The third, Wade O'Reilly. And the skip, Maxime Charbonneau. Their coach, Luc Lalonde. And as we bring you in now to our feature game, we've been brushing off our Rosetta Stones up here in the broadcast booth as we have 2 teams from La Belle Provence facing off here on this afternoon. Big game for both of these teams, Tori. Team Tremblay, undefeated, would love to keep that momentum rolling. Getting that third win really locks you into a playoff spot on Monday. On the other side, Team Charbonneau, hate to say they're fighting for their lives early, but you're 1-1. Really want to avoid dropping to that second loss. As mentioned, you can still definitely get in to the playoffs at 2-2, but you'll probably need some help from the rest of the field and have a good last shot draw number to help your chances there.
Yeah, you definitely don't want the reason that you miss playoffs to be on your shootout. So a win here is huge.
It was a draw to the button for the Hammer, and Team Tremblay came out on top, so they do hold the advantage here in the first end.
15-60. 15-60. Hard Tom. Yep, go Tom. Hard Tom, come on.
15-60 was the time they gave on the hog.
Nice.
Timing during
Good shot.
practice, I got about 55 to the button.
So touch slower than some points that we've seen so far this weekend. Usually we're looking for around a 16 on a draw to the button, but likely just because it's the first end, still working in, I have no doubt we'll see the ice pick up a little bit over these first couple ends. Great draw there by Etienne, though, grabbing a piece of the button. Maybe slipped about a rock deeper than they would have liked, so now Justin with the chance to follow them down, make a nice freeze.
Whoa.
Trying to get this one to curl.
On est 10 minimum.
And it will slide through the ring. So just that little bit too much weight. Didn't grab the curl.
What we've seen so far this weekend is when you really get burned is ending up heavy on those draws. The ice is very quick this weekend, but you need to make that adjustment. Anything behind the tee line is going to be a benefit for your opponents. Keeping those draws, you don't always have to be perfect, but keeping those rocks touch lighter, top 8 foot, even top 12 foot on a draw is something that you're going to be able to use later on in the end.
Back 12.
I think we're seeing something similar here on this one.
He said back 12, and this one does the same.
Get this, Dub.
We've definitely noticed this pattern. When one person misses heavy, everyone seems to follow. I think the ice is really susceptible to multiple rocks being played down a certain path. With a little bit of sweeping, really keens up the ice, and then when you throw, even if you throw back-to-back draws, your second draw might be 3-4 feet quicker than your first one.
We're gonna try and make it curl. Doesn't look like it is. Sweeper's backing off.
14-15, c'est true.
Bon, ouais. Second chance.
C'est un 4-10. T'as moi, t'es 4-30. 4-35 même. Ouais, si t'es top 12, c'est bon. Hein.
We're seeing a tight
Ça
up
compte pas
here on
beaucoup.
this one.
Line
Ouais,
starts.
c'est un peu mieux. C'est qui? Reste proche.
It's a full house here at the Oshawa Curling Club. All 8 sheets are in play.
Line's good. Line's good. Just a wait.
D. D back 4. Back 4.
Back 4. 15-30. 15-30.
On tape.
This one's looking
est bon.
good.
Freeze, 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 tap. Sit. Good. Good shot.
Well, but it looks like there's salt. Just the heavies he's got.
Tom, en fin de semaine, il glisse
First
souvent dans
end
la même
jitters
vitesse.
are gone.
Tom, en fin de semaine, il glisse souvent dans la même vitesse.
As I was mentioning, all 8 sheets are in play here across U21 men's and women's, as well as some U18 games. All live scores can be found on CanadianJuniorCup.ca. We are also streaming a second game, a static stream of Sheet 6 with no commentary. So if you're a fan of the teams over there, check out our YouTube page. You can tune in and out of the 2 feature matchups. Wade O'Reilly being asked to play a tricky double here.
This one needing to curl for a piece. Clips the back one, just nudging it open on the other side.
Ouais.
That weight wasn't.
Non.
No.
OK.
Yeah, and we've noticed that most of the weekend so far. Any extra weight,
Je pense.
rock just runs so straight that you just have very little wiggle room to work with. Some tricky ice, but it'll definitely benefit the teams that are more mechanically sound, throw a better stone.
Line starts.
Good. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Yep, line.
Top 4.
Hard line.
Top 4. Hard line.
Hard tongue.
Hard top. Top 8.
Yes, go top.
Hard top.
Oh, hard.
Hard.
Come on. Roll out. Hard, go. Come on.
OK. Pas mauvais.
Doesn't look like they got that yellow stone in, Tori. I know
As-tu roulé dans la maison?
I mentioned this a little bit in the last broadcast too,
Ouais,
but
c'est
with the
back-
hammer
c'est
there,
back
Team
four, genre?
Tremblay choosing to draw
Ouais.
around the center guard.
C'est top 4, top petit. OK, my bad.
When the opportunity
No,
is there,
c'est bon.
especially with such a great
J'ai
situation that they had, the chance was there to split the rings, decide to try and play around the center and just wreck. Thankfully, I don't think they pushed that guard far enough to expose too much of these yellows.
No, you just have that one on the left side of the screen there, or right side now that we're looking at it being fully open.
So the call is a freeze.
Bumping it about a foot.
Yeah, fairly well done there by Wade. A little bit heavier than they would have liked, but keeps the red stone in front of that yellow rock at the back of the forefoot. It's going to be difficult to remove that red moving forward. Definitely take a couple shots at least.
Backline.
Push. Yep.
Backline.
Go.
Backline.
Whoa. Curl. Hard. Hard, Joe. Come on. Good shot, my bad.
Great result there by Mathis.
Ouais, j'ai tout entendu ça. Ça fait job.
Bringing it back, difficult to say how many they're sitting. Could be one or two,
Fait
but
job. Hein?
I think the really important part was having enough weight
Ma première,
to
j'étais in, hein?
bump that red so it actually angles off of that yellow stone. Right now, if they had the opportunity, there is a very short run back and they can now get rid of that red rock to score.
Je vais watcher ça, moi, essayer d'être plus
With that
target.
overhead yellow is definitely sitting too.
Parce que le plus, c'est que je sais que je suis in, puis je sais qu'est-ce qui fait que je suis in. C'est la même raison pour que j'ai été in toute l'année passée.
Ouais. Tu peux juste aller.
Ben, je sais pas. Je pense qu'il va nous pousser back
OK,
four.
freeze. On n'a pas le choix d'être freeze. OK.
Le miss, c'est un petit top back.
Ouais. On concède 2 dans le fond.
First look here at Maxime Charbonneau.
Il est chaud!
7, 8!
10!
10!
10 poussés!
Kill! Pull straight! Pull straight! Straight!
Just gonna nick off that guard.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
It's like pretty close to the weight they wanted. Tori just got a little bit caught on that path. We've seen that in a few games this weekend where especially that center line path can be a little tricky. I find if you get those shots outside of the 4-foot lines even, they tend to track, run straight. You start that rock just inside that 4-foot line, you get that little bit more throw that you're not expecting. That time.
Moi, genre là, c'est quand même pas mauvais.
Ah ouais, mais.
Un backline.
As backline?
Ouais. Il y a une bonne différence. Alright, juste backline, on tape. C'est quand même très vite, fait que je dirais un 4-25. OK. 4-25, 4-30, là, c'est backline.
Wait, t'es
Backline!
bon! Backline!
Un peu large!
Backline up!
Backline!
Up!
Line's good!
Proche de
Let's
hache!
push!
Curl!
Backline!
Curl!
Hard, bud.
Whoa,
Hard,
straight! Straight!
Hard, bud. Hard.
Straight! T'as-tu dit wow?
À la fin, ouais.
OK.
C'est pas mal cher, j'aime ça.
Quite a bit heavier than they wanted. A little lucky that the yellow just ticked off
J'avoue.
his own stone in the top of the 4-foot, caught that back red to stick around, but leaves quite a bit of a pocket back there. Good freeze here by Maxime, could save the end. Not even walk away with a steal, you think, Tori?
On va croire qu'on est fou.
Yeah,
there's room.
it's looking like it.
Environ 5 shots de ce que
You
je
put
comprends.
one right on that half of the button, it's not going
Si tu peux être un
anywhere.
petit peu plus léger, on pourrait facilement l'amener. Quoi? Back 12 même un peu plus. Là.
Non, mais tu l'as.
Immediately signaling that this is heavy.
Prépare-toi à curler. Curl! Curl, oui.
If it's close, it'll definitely curl
Ah
in
non,
there.
7, 8, 8.
I gotta be careful
Go.
on the line call here. But looks like it's gonna settle in nicely.
Rolls off,
No,
but
mais c'est
sticks
très bon, c'est très
around
bon.
to be shot, so a little bit of an early panic there, but I think a great result.
C'est un bon bout, j'aime ça. Il y a plein de jeux dans, il y a plein de cartes dans la
Don't
maison,
see
c'est un jeu
much
que j'aime.
here for more than one.
Ouais. Le double, il est là.
Looks like they're calling, they want to hit this red.
Oh, il y a 2 lignes encore.
Yeah.
Quoi?
The issue,
doing
you can
encore.
definitely, that back
Ouais, il y en
red's
a
obviously
partout.
going to go. The
Mais je
issue
pense
is
que
that red
c'est
is
vraiment
going to
à cause des
come
bancs.
off into that yellow in the back of the
Mettre au
4-foot. They seem convinced that they can throw it hard enough that they can get that red spinning up and out the side of the 4-foot. I think you can maybe get it spinning, but to get it all the way out of the 4 off the button is going to be extremely difficult.
Let's see how hard he can throw it.
Raphael Tremblay with his last here in the first.
Non, il est trop out. Oh non, il est out.
Went out easier than we thought.
Oh, for,
Tabarouette.
is that for 4?
Belle shot, Raph.
Ouais, belle shot.
Looks like it.
Looks like it 4. Wow, so they had a much better look at it than we did up here in the booth. I wasn't so convinced, but he proved me wrong.
Ben, c'est ça, c'est pas grave, là. Hey.
Gets the reds moving, spinning all the way out of the 8-foot, keeps all the yellows around. Well, I think it was for 4. We'll get some confirmation when we come back, but all signs seem to be a 4-0 lead here for Raphael Tremblay after the first end. And we're back as we pick up play here in the second end, and wow, still stunned by the end of that first unbelievable shot by Raphael Tremblay. It is confirmed. It is 4 points up on the board. You're having a little back and forth here in the booth, Rob. You know, we thought maybe, I thought it was only for 1. You thought maybe for 2. None of us ever thought 3 or even 4. So
No, I never a doubt.
yeah.
I never had a doubt.
Donc là, c'est vraiment vite.
But either way, a great outcome. They obviously had a better look at it than we did. Excellent shot made, and a huge advantage now in this game.
On peut dire
You
que
know,
Raph est de retour.
Tori, what is that like for the other team to, maybe if you're the other team, you don't think it's there, all of a sudden you're just stunned by the shot that's made. All of a sudden you find yourself down 4 points after one end in an end that, to be quite honest, you thought you were looking pretty good.
Say,
Maybe.
I don't think anybody thought that was coming.
Yeah. How do you bounce back here?
Top 8, top 4.
Well, if you're going to give up a big end, you might as well do it in the first. So still 7 ends to go, lots of time.
15 size, whoa.
2-1-2 puts you down 1.
You
You got tons of time. You don't have to get 4 points back in this end.
And definitely understanding that, yes, you were a bit behind most of that end in terms of the setup, but you were given opportunities. You capitalized well at the opportunity at the end there, or you thought you did. So just keep continuing that on. You know you're going to get chances here as the game progresses. So batter down the hatches and really just try to execute shots as best you can to give yourself a chance. And you're already a bit of a chance brewing as the first 2 rocks by Etienne slip deep. So now Leo Pierre Desjardins trying to have a nice pair here to start the end, draw behind this corner guard.
Don't think you could have got by that guard by any less.
I think very well done to at least hit second shot.
Looks like it.
On est tous là!
Ça a l'air fort!
Top 8.
Top 8!
Fini.
Back 4!
On est sur l'autre.
Another heavy stone coming here from Team
Tu veux qu'on l'amène
Tremblay.
dans le fond?
On est déjà sur
Bah,
l'autre.
Alors,
Mais quand même, on est pas mal.
ouais, sit.
Pas mal freeze.
t'as combien avec toi là-dessus, Raph?
15-15.
OK.
Puis la tienne, j'avais 15-15.
Ouais.
11-8.
OK.
4-15.
Bon, on va commencer à tirer 16 là.
On est 4-10, 4-15.
It's a very easy nose double that they're going to take on here. do like this call. You could think about maybe playing something a little bit lighter, like a backline weights, or push it and keep the pocket there to use. I don't mind. It's still early in the game. You don't have to go, as you said, all out to get it back right away. Keep things a little bit simple. You have a great deuce set up.
And you're still sitting in front of that one on the back 12, so potential jam opportunity.
And you can always, there's still plenty of time in this end. You could always go around that corner guard again later if you get the opportunity.
Beauty.
Y avait-il possibilité que l'action Non, c'était trop en angle.
Ouais, parce que les deux gardes étaient comme ça.
Oh, man! Do it.
This one may be a little tight. Really got to watch that jam.
Oh, hard, come on!
There you go, hard. Whoa.
Hear it in the voices that was
Bob.
possibility.
What?
Where do you like rolling here on this one, Matt?
I think you want to roll far. You got to roll to the left side of the sheet as we look at it on the cameras, but you don't want, you want to make the double as tricky as possible. So anything where you're like nosing, anything from nose to just rolling to the other side of the forefoot is going to leave a pretty makeable double for Team Tremblay. So play this aggressive, try to roll all the way under your corner guard would be perfect.
Il y a quelqu'un qui a pogné ma plaque.
Ça se peut que ce soit moi. Ça se peut que ce soit un gars de l'autre équipe aussi.
Maybe a bit too aggressive on that one, but still a great chance here. Sitting to the Raphael's just going to hit this stone in the back of the 12 foot. You'll probably exchange hits for a while, but if you ever get a roll out by your opponents, then you could sink one around that corner.
Contrôle! Yeah, clean! Whoa! Curl! Curl! Art! Artistic. Whoa! Artistic. Whoa! Whoa! Good shot! T'as-tu un prix, ma claque? Nice. Je l'ai tourné, je pense que c'est bon. Non, c'était pas si cool. Ça a juste vraiment beaucoup de lourd.
Yeah.
Je sais pas.
Nice shot, Matt.
C'est un petit peu in, puis ça en fait de la différence. Ok, on va aller ma claque.
Tom, il cherche sa claque.
Hein?
Tom, il cherche sa claque. Je pense que c'est quelqu'un de l'autre équipe qui l'a ramassé.
Ça m'étonnerait pas.
Ben, c'est pas moi.
Bonne! Prépare-toi, Justin.
Je suis out!
Oui.
This one seems to just be floating out, trying to get it to curl. Should catch a piece.
Would have loved to stick around. Now there's an opportunity to make a run back.
Je pense que oui.
And in an end where maybe 2 shots ago you were thinking you had a very good chance of
roll out.
getting 3. A made run back here could swing the momentum right back in Team Tremblay's favor.
Looks like we have a
Je pense que c'est la mienne.
gripper mishap.
Vraiment sûr, là. Yep, c'est la
Just
mienne.
keep tossing the gripper back and forth.
Trying to find the right one.
Playing hot potato with the gripper, it looks like.
Et puis, quasiment plus jouable. OK.
Ah, c'est good.
C'est bon. T'as juste glissé large.
Ouais.
Oh, ma plaque est rendue géante.
So move the guard, and I think it's late enough in the end that I'm a little less enticed of throwing the corner guard. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it. If you make it, you're still well on your way to a deuce, but late enough in the end. There's only 2 rocks coming from Team Tremblay, so they'll only have 2 chances at a double. If you split the rings properly here, there will be no double. Want to keep this in the top 12, top 8 front.
C'est bon, allez, va tout seul. 4, 5, 5.
First rock down this path.
Attends, j'y vais un peu.
I want to make sure they keep the throw down here, just in case the weight comes up.
Ah, ça y va, ça y va. Juste moi. Juste le weight, juste le weight. Ah, ça y va. Juste le weight. Parfait, ça. Nice. Ouais.
Juste contrôle.
Si tu passes en dessous, c'est pas mauvais non plus.
OK. Contrôle là.
And the draw made a little too well. It's too flat to make the double. I'd love to group these stones as much as possible. Even a nose hit makes it very difficult for Team Charbonneau. If they respond with another nose hit, then there might be a double. And there isn't really enough room to roll the other way.
Weight's good. Bring up. Reste proche.
Curl.
Top, top.
Wow! Wow!
Fuck top.
Arrête! 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 Arrête!
OK.
Oh no. And as I mentioned in the first end, Rob, you're at this club as well, so you mentioned it in a previous draw that those wider hits out in the, once you get closer to the edge of the 8 foot, if you get those a little bit wide of the broom, very little chance that they're going to come back.
On va le savoir pas prochaine,
Got caught a little bit there, and now a great chance for Maxime to split the rings. Maybe the 3 is back in play here.
Went from the deuce to the 3 to the blank.
It's been a wild weekend of curling. We've seen pretty much everything on the board so far.
We got a 6 yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that.
Where did they choose to put this one? I missed it.
Yeah. I'd love to put this just around the side of the 12 foot. Maybe it doesn't quite get the curl they were looking for. Leaves a pretty makeable double. Still has to be made though by Raphael, and then there would still be a very easy deuce.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hard, hard,
Yes.
hard,
Hard.
hard.
Big sweep here by Etienne, trying to hold this line. Gets one, and just enough to push the second one through the ring. So a great double there by Raphael Tremblay to limit the damage. But an open draw here. Piece of the 8 for 2 points for Maxime. And I would say as much as you can hope for Tori. Mission accomplished here by Team Charbonneau if they can make this.
Yeah, free draw to the, just a piece of the 8 foot for 2. I think the goal of the end was to score multiple, and that's what they have the opportunity to do.
Ben oui, Muda. Ben oui, il fait genre 10 dehors. Une mouillette quand on est parti. Tant qu'il ne met pas sur Mag.
Final rock here in the second. Chance to get 2 back. Cut the deficit in half.
7. Non, je fais juste ligne. Non.
Il a besoin d'être full cap. Ah, juste encore, juste encore.
Vas-y, juste toi, là. Mais ça y va. Vas-y, vas-y.
Need a piece of the 8.
Ah oui, on l'a.
And they raise their broom. They get it. They get a couple back.
Very nice. So after 2 ends of play, they're fighting back and forth, but it's still Team Tremblay with a 4-2 lead. We're going to take a quick break and pick up where we're left.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
And we pick up once again here at the start of the third end. Leo Pierre Desjardins in the hack, ready to deliver his first stones. A little bit of a back and forth here to start this game, Tori. Of course, the 4 out of nowhere in the first, but very nice of Team Charbonneau to not sort of, back down or give up, especially this early. Very wide open, and they're nothing really all that fancy, but just solid execution. Led them to have a couple chances for 3 in that end, I would say. They left a double at the end, which was made by Raphael to limit the damage, but coming out of a 2 there, you have to be happy. Still 6 ends to play, you're not out of it, and you can now see that with solid execution, you get your chances.
Je m'en vais à chaque fois pour pogner les jaunes. Je pense que ça fait 2 matchs qu'on a joué avec les jaunes.
16! Come on! Turn! Go! Art, come on, go!
Rules of play for the Canadian Junior Cup. It is 8 ends of regulation play. During the round robin, if they are tied after 8 ends, there is no full extra end played. It is a draw to the button for the win. 5 rock free guard zone rule and the no tick rule are also in play, and a 2-hour, 5-minute time limit to begin your 8th end. We've already seen 1 game end by running out of time this week. Hopefully we don't see too many more.
Ouais. Oh, vas-y, Art. Yeah, Art. Whoa.
Chill.
It's looking like a good shot.
Nice play.
Yeah, that was really well managed.
Ouais.
Yeah, really gives you a lot of space to play around that center guard later. You know that Team Tremblay is going to walk over to the side of sheet and hit this, and probably stick around and sit shot, but now you have room to play a draw around that guard.
Gotta stay with it.
Clean, good shot.
Nice shot. Allez, moi, rien. J'ai aimé ton petit Chris en famille. Ils sont rouges.
Merci. Nice sweep. Un petit peu too much.
J'ai comme écrit, là, elle, le résultat de la fin, je suis comme, ben là.
Mais si, la c'est arrivé, c'est comme mais pas d'autre way, là, ça.
Bump!
Chill. Ouais, on flash.
Just go by.
Not a result that Justin's going to be very happy with.
Ça? Où ça?
Moi, j'aime ça. Moi, j'aime pas devant. J'aime bien devant.
And they talked a little bit about peeling the guard, deciding instead to play the draw. I personally really like the peel, Tori. I know there's plenty of game left, 6 ends, but when you really think about it, especially when you have not only control of the scoreboard, but control the fact that you have the hammer, any ends that you can take off the board and really shorten the game takes away a lot of opportunity for your opponent. Especially with it being an odd end as well. You could have walked up there, peel the guard, take the blank in the odd end, go home into the fourth where you're playing in an even end with the hammer. Would have been very enticing to me. They decide to play the draw and they slip a little bit behind the tee line, affording a great opportunity now to Team Charbonneau to follow them down and play a freeze. And now you're going to find yourself in a lot more trouble than you could have been.
It's definitely the risk when you play a more offensive style strategy.
On a du backing aussi.
And that's not to say that with a 2-point lead in most situations you can just run and hide for the entire game, but really a free chance to take an end off the board, that's something you should always be considering taking.
This one's running like it's hot.
On va-tu sur la jaune? On a
Get the
beaucoup de
wide
balles,
one
la jaune, la
instead.
jaune, la jaune.
That was supposed to be a freeze on the one that's buried, so wide and heavy. Not a good combination.
And second time in a row on that, going down that similar path. That was also the path that we saw, 3 or 4 draws go through the rings in the first end too. So a spot that these teams have to be very cognizant of and remember as they play through the rest of the game and make those adjustments.
Finish! On est là! C'est vraiment là!
Tempête, Max! Top 4! Top 4!
Alright, Kill! Come on, Kill! Go! Alright, come on, go!
Right there!
Calme-moi le weight encore, je l'ai dit tantôt.
OK.
Tori, I think that's what separates, that kind of idea is what separates maybe middle of the pack teams to the really good teams at any level of the game. I mean, you see it all the time, even when you're watching curling on TV, where you're trying to throw a spot and they ask, okay, well, who threw this last? And maybe it's been a while, but those top teams are able to remember, oh, I threw this spot 2 or 4 ends ago, and this is what it did, this is what the speed was. Being able to work off of all of the information that you accrue over an entire game can give you a big advantage. This one's looking very close.
Almost curled that into the guard, but nicely done by Wade.
Great result there. I think yellow is still shot, but red in a great position. Yellow with a small piece of the button, but very little scoring area at the moment for Team Tremblay to score a second.
Weight's good! Back 4! Weight's good! Un peu large! Back 4! Back 8! Tom, reste proche! T-line! Tom! T-line! Les Nords, à la light! Tom en premier! Top 8! Top 4! Hard, come on! Oh, that's it! Go! Faut bounce!
Just slipped by.
Oh, my bad, c'est nous autres.
Okay, it's correct. That red's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Had the perfect weight, exactly what they were looking for, but just lost the line a little bit. If they make that small bounce but keep that yellow frozen on the center line side of that red, then you have the opportunity to get rid of it later.
Ouais. Non, c'est juste, j'ai oublié de me chauffer. C'est ton poignet?
Not only that, but it looks like red could be shot at the moment.
C'est juste ça. J'ai pas mal, là.
Wade O'Reilly looking to make a good one here.
Wow. Ça y va, les 2. Ouais. Oui.
The call has had another one into that line of rocks.
C'est bon pour 2 fois aussi, c'est la ligne.
A little light is fine. Looks like this one will be. It acts as another guard for you. So staggered guards now, just off of the center line.
And they're looking to dispatch them as quickly as possible.
Yeah, those rocks aren't doing anything but hurting you at the moment, so you want to make sure that we can find a way to get rid of those.
Keep an eye on those rocks in the rings too. If he's able to get this high guard over the top of the second one, there will be a red coming back to jostle some things around.
OK.
My fault, just the one.
Regarde.
OK, my bad.
Ouais, vraiment lancé.
My bad.
Hein? Je pense que ça allait aller un peu vers la banque, finalement.
My French isn't very good.
Un petit nip quand je l'ai lâché.
Rob, do you have any idea what they're saying?
Well, they're looking to protect that shot. So what they're trying to do is protect that red. So the key is they can get it to the top 12 center line. They think they're in a pretty good position, and they've given themselves a lot. They may have changed it now. It looks like they might be drawing in.
Well, just taking a look at the overhead here, yellow is still just shot.
So they're going to try to nestle maybe next to the yellow on the WFG logo.
A lot of risk with that one.
And it's a long way to go.
If you're a foot light and freeze on the corner of your own, could be giving up a bundle.
Could be looking at another, 3 or 4.
My bad pour les gardes. J'étais sûr que je l'avais.
Looks like now they're going for top 12.
This is curling on them. They want them to lay off.
Ça sert à rien de jouer là-dessus. Ça prend
Lighter is better in this line.
Even a bump's not bad.
Tu sais, même si t'es ici.
Là, je pense que c'est parfait. Parce qu'après ça, je peux essayer ça.
Je pense que c'est ça. Même affaire ici.
Ouais, mais le best, c'est sûr que ça serait là.
Ah ouais.
OK. C'est genre ici.
Quite able to get it into the rings, but had the line to guard that combination there.
Now they're trying to come around those two reds.
Si on est capable de freeze
And
la
that's
rouge,
what the only issue with that call is. I suspected that you're not going to get another chance to get in and promote that red up to be shot. So Raphael Tremblay switching gears here. He's going to try and get in and sit 2 on the button. Put it right on the WFG logo.
Les deux autres.
Hard Tom. Hard Tom.
Straight.
Hard Tom.
Hard Tom.
Hard Tom. Hard Tom, come on. Hard, come on, Tom.
C'est bon.
So decide that they aren't going to get it exactly where they need it to, so they leave it a little bit higher.
Ouais, c'est correct.
Which I think ends up in a pretty good spot. Tori, you could take on the double if you're Team Charbonneau on that rock that was just thrown into the shot stone on the back of the button, but I also think it's very possible if you hit it a little thin to pick out your own.
Yeah, which I think is why they threw it. I mean, I think they wanted it another half rock buried, but it's very usable. So you have to think risk versus reward here.
Yeah, and I think with that kind of ice, they probably aren't throwing it very hard. So what I think they're actually trying to do is just play a nose hit on that yellow. Remove that stone from play, but stay in the way of Raphael's path to get a second one in there.
Yeah, I think they're okay with giving up a force here. It's only the third end. A 1 is okay. Doing that 2-1-2 that mentioned earlier.
Final shot for Maxim here.
Straight.
Love to stay right on the nose.
So looking like it's really moving.
It's going to clip.
Yeah, and got caught on a bit of an early curl call there. They were trying to make a curl, then they got their wish. It started to move a little more than they expected. Clips the red, but I don't know, Tori, do you see anything reasonable for more than 2 here? I think the easiest shot is probably just the tap to the button for 2.
Wait a minute, this is the guys we didn't think could get 4.
Yeah.
So I'm
won't say
taking
anything.
a real good look right now.
I mean, that slash on that top 4 one.
Yeah.
Risk versus reward right now
You could definitely you hit
for
a
a bundle.
hit a quarter rock, slash it into the red for
Yeah.
at least 3, 4 if you're able to hold the runner. Comes with a little bit of risk. If you ever hit a little thick, run it into your own, pick it out, you could give up a steal.
But you are up 2.
Yeah. I think they're going to go after it.
I would go after it.
I mean, you take a look at the scoreboard. It's not like the tap is that easy for 2 to grab a piece of the button. You're up 4, so if you do happen to end up giving up a steal 1, that's not the end of the world. Whereas if you are able to put a 3 or even a 4 up on the board again, you know, not to say they'll shake hands after 3, but you're in a spot where you have complete control over the game.
They've called the timeout. They're going to check this out because, as you said, there's huge risk to it, but there's a huge reward if they're able to move that red back, even a foot.
Giving up a steal of 1 here, like you'd still be up 1 with coming home in 4.
Still in control, yes.
So still very in control with the hammer in an even end, which is a bonus.
So they'll come down, they'll get the opinion of their coach, Yves Tremblay.
On est deuxième shot. Dans le fond, ils ont une shot pour s'en aller comme ça. Puis nous autres, on voulait leur bloquer le race quand même en jouant juste hack, rouler comme ça. Là, tu frappais la jaune, à gauche, puis rouler en dedans. Puis là, t'aurais-tu été shot? Non, mais on l'aurait. Lui, ouais, c'est ça.
C'est quand même si peu que ça se fera voler. Mais non.
Non, c'est ça. C'est voler 1 pour. Là, tu as une possibilité d'en prendre 3 ou 4.
OK. Ben, je pense que le tap, c'est la bonne shot, mais j'aurais vraiment ça
pour la poignée trop large.
C'est sûr. Non, c'est sûr qu'elle coule pas. C'est sûr qu'elle coule pas.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
Fait que, tu sais, ça, c'est
Je la lance straight, puis ça fait balai.
Non, le tap, c'est juste un droit, fait qu'on joue pas.
C'est sûr qu'elle coule pas. Ça, c'est là comment il est complet.
Well, from that conversation, it looks like they're going to go after it. This is basically, you only have to hit that much, and your fingers were maybe 2 inches apart.
OK, la grosse.
On l'essaye.
Something I've never seen there before, Tori. The skip and the vice came down.
Ouais, je pense que c'est ça qu'il est venu vu faire.
With the coach, lead in the second stayed down at the other end. Seems like they're having their own
On a
conversation.
profité de notre temps à la maison de cette année.
Hopefully everyone came to
On
the
a
same
profité de notre temps de maison de cette année.
I think the front end was on
Ouais,
board with
Filitos,
playing
on touche
it.
plus à ça.
All right, go, bud.
They're
Let's go,
taking
big.
it now, so it looks like this is going to be the play. Try to slash this yellow. You make contact with that red, it will go and probably get you at least 3 to start. Very difficult shot, little bit of risk to it, but a big payoff if he's able to make it. Final shot here in the third end, Raphael Tremblay.
Close. Yep. Oh! Yes!
Contact, he gets one, touches
What a
the red.
shot!
Oh, look at this.
Nice one.
Touches the other yellow on the way by,
C'est
but
pas
it
pareil
doesn't
que ça.
matter, stays in play and put up another 3 on the board. It looks like they'll take a look around the rings.
What a shot!
They're sitting at their fourth point, but no,
pensais que c'était
look,
plus thin que
it's
ça.
like they've kicked it off now, so it will be a 3. Another 3 for Raphael Tremblay. He will take a 7-2 lead after 3 ends. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
And as we pick up play here again at the start of the fourth, Team Tremblay in complete control of this one after some fantastic shot making by Raphael in the first half of this one. Outstanding double that we weren't even sure was there in the first end for 4. Another slash take out there in the third to score, put another 3 up. And Tori, you were saying just a little bit in between ends there, what was really impressive, especially for such a young team as this, that they all bought into it. You know, there were a couple options there. Could have played the tap, could have played the slash. Maybe there was some kind of draw, but they called a timeout, got together, discussed their options, and it really seemed like everybody bought in to making that shot, regardless of the risk that came with it.
Yeah, I think that's the first step to making any shot. You got to make it in your mind first, and then you got to throw it.
And as you said, too, they saw it, and everybody on the team said, well, it's there. And then they just verified it with the timeout and then did it. You see it, you do it.
I think that timeout just gave them that little bit extra confidence to make it.
So now they have control of this game. Still 5 ends to go, but if your team, Charbonneau, really have to start pushing the envelope now. This is where games sort of hang on the precipice. Either you're going to have to try to push hard, either you're going to score 2 or 3 to get yourself back into it, or, you know, it's going to go the other way and you may be walking off the ice early, but you have to go for it. You have to press and you have to try and get back into this one.
Yeah, and Team Charbonneau also has to remember they haven't been playing bad. No. They've just had unfortunate misses at the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic freeze in that end.
They had that force set up the entire end, and just happened to miss on their skips last.
Yeah, small tap there away from probably getting a steal in that end. And so, yeah, you have to be confident in how you're playing, even though the scoreboard is largely not reflecting the effort that you're putting in.
Amenez-la 3. On va checker, ça a l'air bon. Oui, un peu. Un peu. Justin. Mets-la 3. Ah, c'est 2 max.
So a second corner goes up by Leo Pierre, and deciding to play on opposite sides of the sheet, that's always a bit of a question mark. Generally, we tend to see, especially when that first guard is so tight to the rings and you have the space, teams will throw that second guard up on the same side. They decide to split the sheet, though, and so they do now have 2 corner guards.
Not sure. I'm a fan of this shot call.
I don't mind it as long as, well, you have to make contact with the yellow, because with the weight they're going to be throwing is probably like back 4 to tap that yellow into the forefoot. If you could get a small roll in towards the corner, I think that does wonders for you. You can kind of choke off that corner guard. Put something in the way that the other team won't be able to play a clean draw. Don't want to roll buried, though.
Well executed shot, looks like.
Yeah, I think that's very well done. Might be about a quarter to a third of a rock buried behind that stone. You want to avoid on those shots, if you're deciding to try and choke off the corner guard, you want to avoid completely burying.
Well, you know if you're Team Tremblay that you're going up to peel those guards as soon as you can.
Ah, ça y va. S'il y a quelqu'un, c'est moi. 8. Straight.
They need this to step over. And it rolls in behind.
Kind of a, that wasn't the shot call, was it?
No,
No.
that was an excuse me.
I think they were trying to
They were trying to freeze,
hit
I
the
think.
top one.
Yeah, they were trying to nestle in and maybe bump that yellow back.
So,
but a pretty great result. Now sitting buried.
Second shot.
Bon hack. On a vu les hacks qui sortent pas
I think
tous.
they're deciding to play the run back with a little bit of lighter weight, knowing that you play it aggressive. If you do happen to tick the guard out of the way on your way by, still a very good outcome.
Yep. Yes! On est bon! Hard mat! To it. Hard mat! Hard mat!
gotta go hard to get this by that guard.
Roule là, roule là, roule là, roule là! Go, 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 go! Oh.
And rolls now to another corner guard on the other side of the sheet. So certainly some opportunities here for Team Charbonneau. Bury one around those corner guards. That's how you're going to get your two.
Ça, tu voulais dire curler ou couper? Tu voulais dire curler ou couper?
Key is to get it buried now.
Yeah, you don't have to be shot. That's important to know, but anywhere full 8 foot buried, sit 2-3. Try to see if you can get a miss out of your opponents where you could possibly crack a multiple.
Set. Wait. Whoa. Straight.
Seem to like the line.
Un peu, oui. Le white, c'est 7. Girl. Belle Pierre.
Looks like it's buried just behind the T line,
Ouais, mais ça ralentit sa affaire, ça nous a
giving
trop.
Team Tremblay an opportunity to freeze to it if they want. Do also have the option to go up and peel those corner guards.
Ouais. Valide, Matt. Go.
It's a little tight out of his hand.
Line's good.
Hard!
Hard line.
What you really don't want to do is throw up a third guard.
Hard, come on.
Hard!
Supers need to go to get it by then,
That's perfect!
La ligne est parfaite, les gars.
but looks
There we
pretty
go.
good. Looks like a well-made shot.
Yeah, that was a good sweep.
Very aggressive call playing the freeze when there's such a short run back on the other side and a 5-point lead. But
Good sweep!
hey, if you keep making these shots as good as they are, can't blame them at all.
Allez, va essayer. Les gros pipes. J'étais sûr qu'on accrochait, Big. Je sais pas comment tu l'as tenu, là, mais continue à balayer de même, mon homme.
Oui, pour de vrai, j'ai vu qu'on a passé à ça du garde. J'étais comme là, ils sont dans la lune. Là.
Probably enough room, Tori, if you just play like a heavy draw, maybe back 12, wait. Can you get to the nose and just push it past that red? You have a better line of sight at it than I do.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's the plan. If they can go through the goalposts there.
Backline.
But this looks like it's coming down the sheet.
Touch heavier than they would like.
Yeah.
Back line was the call.
Like you're almost going to that
Yeah.
one at the back four now.
That becomes plan B.
Oui. Roll.
It's not an awful result. Gets rid of one of those yellows that you had to worry about, but should be a pretty open shot here for Mathis. Can roll this about a rock, maybe 2 rocks. You want to stick around to sit 2. Probably still okay with at least one nose hit. There shouldn't be any doubles.
Control! Yes! Hard! Hard, Etienne! Hard to stick, come on! Hard to stick! Hard, Etienne! Whoa! Whoa! Nice, good shot!
Very
Nice hit and
nicely
roll.
done.
J'étais pas mal confus, là. Je me demandais c'est quoi qui se passait. Là.
Now if Team Charbonneau can make a nice freeze on that T-line yellow on the corner.
Yeah, that might be their only way out of this. I mean, you'd love to play something a bit more aggressive, try the tap again, but with only skips rocks to come after this, not a lot of time. If it doesn't work, I think you're not going to get another chance at it.
Yeah.
You might be right. It might be best just to try and play the freeze, try and score your 2 or 3 that way. Wade O'Reilly coming down to have a conversation with him.
Nice quick conversation.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Pas pire. Un peu moins, parfait. Donc environ backline, c'est ça?
Ouais. Ouais, tantôt, t'étais à...
Backline.
Backline!
Backline's a weight call, so that should be close.
Backline! Whoa! Wait!
Lâche pas.
Oh, line call.
Very nicely done. Does touch off of that red, but keeps it around so that it still outcounts that yellow on the top left side of the 8-foot. And I'm not seeing any double here. If you're on the red stones, could definitely play the hit and jam it. Maybe you can make that good enough to sit 2, but it's tricky.
Hein? Il va nous dire ça, là.
Or do you just hit it back into the pocket and try to stay on top of that red stone? I think that might be the call.
Control!
Contrôle!
Curl! Gotta go. Hard, bud. Hard, Etienne! Hard.
Just has some curling to do.
Hard!
Catcher.
Still sitting 2 yellow.
Yeah, uses that catcher in the backside of the 8-foot to sit 2, although I think there's a double here.
Yeah.
Allow Team Charbonneau to sit 3 with the hammer.
Presque au complet.
They can almost see all of it.
Non, pas là.
On va remonter ici.
on fait go, on tape, on monte, on vient se mettre derrière les autres tiers.
On fait le double. On se fait 3.
Ouais, on fait 3.
On les frappe, on fait 3. Et donne. Avec cette glace. Si on tire plus, on peut pas Si on tire plus,
Une glace économique.
Ouais, la glace.
Hein? Let's go. C'était vraiment pas trop fort, moi,
It's a
tomber.
big shot here for Team Charbonneau.
On peut
And you can tell a little extra discussion because of it, just making sure that everyone knows exactly what it is they're trying to do.
Fais ce que tu peux, fais ce que tu es plus à l'aise.
Yeah! Girl! Wait, girl!
Go!
No, wait! Wait!
Trying to make the double, gets one, will just touch the backside of the second stone.
They got the sweep all confused. They wanted Wade O'Reilly on it, and you can see they're having a discussion now. Desjardins jumped on it. They wanted O'Reilly.
Yeah, whether they just couldn't hear or didn't understand the line caller, got all mixed up. So, good thing though is they did touch enough of that second yellow stone. They didn't remove it from play, but did the job to push it far enough. So they are at least sitting 2 at the moment. And it is a fairly tricky shot here for Raphael. Trying to play a freeze around that corner guard onto the rock on the right side of the 8-foot. But if he's able to make this freeze, then kind of takes everything away.
This is where, if you're Charbonneau, you're hoping for a miss here.
On est soft!
Line's good.
Line's good! Soft! Top
Line's
12!
good.
Line's good!
Sweeper's really going.
C'est large!
Well, the weight doesn't look bad. They might want to keep their eyes up.
Top le weight!
Hard, long.
Hard, girl!
Hard. Hard, le plus possible, on le tient, come on.
Hard, girl! Etienne! Come on!
Now they're trying to get it there, get a little bit of
Hard,
curl.
Etienne!
Come on.
Very nicely done there by Team Tremblay. Great judge by the sweepers to know they had to go. I think that rock is over half buried. I really don't think you can get at it.
Timeout called now.
How do you score your multiple?
Well, they'll probably take a long look at it. They'll get the opinion of their coach, Luc Lalonde. But I'm looking at this, Tori. I don't see much. Those guards are staggered a bit too much, I think, to get that red guard coming back.
Ok, non, je pensais que c'était parallèle. Non, elle est très bien réussi, la pierre.
Ah ouais, parfait.
Si je fais le double,
Elle la jambe, fait que...
non, c'est ça, je comprends.
Backline?
Backline n'est pas là, je pense. Tantôt, ton backline, on avait plus de gens que ça. On pensait à ça, la pierre. Honnêtement, le double n'est pas là, le hack n'est pas là, le back double n'est pas là. La seule chose que je vois, ce serait jaune sur rouge sur jaune.
T'en vas-tu une autre?
Non?
Ouais, j'ai jamais dit que c'était facile, j'ai dit que je la voyais.
Ouais.
Mais tu sais, au pire, si on l'a pas, on se fait à la main parce qu'on était en ligne, tu sais, fait que on était en ligne tout le bout, on est backstage, fait que si on l'a pas puis on se fait voler, ben...
Your only chance, I think, is to make a hack weight, come around the guard and tap it back, but I'm just not seeing the curl that they'll need to get to the nose of that yellow.
Well, they also looked at that yellow on red with the guards and trying to see if the angle worked there.
On est à
I
TV,
feel
on
like
faut
that's
être
their
tight.
best bet.
It could probably work. You just have to cut that yellow so thin across the top of the red to get it to come back. There's going to be so much spin on that red guard coming back that it probably jumps off the yellow and rolls out. You would still get your 2 that way if you
Les
can make
glaces sont assez
contact.
vivantes que je pense qu'un contrôle, ça passe. OK. Là, il faut passer à la rotation là-dessus. Ouais. Attends. Faut viser là.
This would be a beauty if they could do it.
Ouais, faut frapper là. OK, mais si on passe de même. Il faudrait qu'elle vienne comme
Well, we've
ça.
seen a number of unbelievable shots from Team Tremblay so far this game. It would be great to see some coming from the other side.
Ose, genre la pierre comme ça. De même,
Faut
la
que le
pierre,
point de contact soit ici. Le point d'impact là. Fait que la pierre est genre là.
C'est ça.
Je dirais
And
contrôle.
Charbonneau has set up a pretty good end several times, so there's a time to cap one off. This is it.
Sur le R.
Ils sont en train de faire
Moi, je
des calculs, là, c'est trop avancé pour mes maths faibles de secondaire 5. Ah, au pire, Léo, il brossera. Quoi? Est à toi. Pour le TV? C'est pour les téléspectateurs, celle-là.
He said, "This is for the TV spectators now." Yeah, it is a TV shot.
Shot of the week potentially right here.
I thought we've already had a couple of those.
This game has been full of them.
So most difficult attempt coming. Maxime Charbonneau, final rock here in the 4th.
Contrôle!
Not throwing a lot of weight.
Yeah, just got to clip the yellow.
Definitely make contact with both.
They got too much of it.
Just over curls the hair. Doesn't get it cutting back into the yellow.
Oh.
We're seeing some handshakes.
It ends up being a steal of 1 for Team Tremblay, and Maxime Charbonneau and the squad decide that enough's enough. Toss it up on the board as an 8-2 victory for Team Raphael Tremblay, playing out of the Grandmere Curling Club.
Oh my God!
And they're 3-0 now.
And that puts them in a great spot to move on to the playoffs on Monday. You know, a game where I think the line score didn't necessarily reflect the caliber of curling, especially from the Charbonneau side. So I'm sure they'll have a discussion with their coach about that. But from all of us here at the broadcast team of the Canadian Junior Cup, we thank everyone for tuning in. Our final feature game of the day will be kicking off at 4:30 p.m. local time and will feature Team McDonald taking on Team McDougall.